Today our topic is how to make life simpler with Stoic Minimalism. Life can feel overwhelming at times. We have so many things to do, so many responsibilities, and so many distractions. But what if I told you there is a way to make life simpler, clearer, and more meaningful? This is where Stoic Minimalism comes in. Stoic Minimalism is about focusing on what truly matters and letting go of what doesn't. It's about living with intention, peace, and clarity. It combines the wisdom of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, with the practical idea of minimalism, which is about owning less and living more. Together, they create a powerful way to live a simpler and more fulfilling life. Let's talk about how you can apply Stoic Minimalism to your life. First, let's understand Stoicism. Stoicism is a philosophy that teaches us how to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. The Stoics believed that the key to a good life is not in having more but in wanting less. They taught that we should focus on our own actions, thoughts, and attitudes rather than worrying about things outside our control. For example, we can't control the weather, but we can control how we react to it. We can't control what other people say or do, but we can control how we respond. Stoicism teaches us to accept life as it is and to find peace in the present moment. It's about being resilient, calm, and focused, no matter what happens around us. Now, let's talk about minimalism. Minimalism is about owning fewer things and focusing on what truly adds value to your life. It's not about living in an empty room or giving up everything you love. It's about choosing what matters most and letting go of the rest. Minimalism helps us declutter our physical space, but it also helps us declutter our minds. When we have fewer distractions, we can focus better, think more clearly, and feel more at peace. Minimalism is not just about stuff. It's about simplifying every area of life, from your schedule to your relationships. By removing what doesn't matter, we make room for what does. When we combine Stoicism and minimalism, we get Stoic Minimalism. This is a way of living that helps us focus on what truly matters and let go of what doesn't. It's about living with intention, clarity, and peace. Stoic Minimalism teaches us to be content with less, to focus on our own actions, and to find joy in the present moment. It's about simplifying life so we can live more fully. Let's look at some practical ways to apply Stoic Minimalism to your life. The first step is to focus on what you can control. This is the core idea of Stoicism. We often waste a lot of time and energy worrying about things we can't control, like the past, the future, or other people's opinions. But Stoicism teaches us to focus only on what we can control, which is our own thoughts, actions, and attitudes. When you focus on what you can control, you feel more empowered and less stressed. For example, if you're worried about a job interview, instead of worrying about whether you'll get the job, focus on preparing well and doing your best. That's all you can control. The rest is out of your hands. By focusing on what you can control, you simplify your life and reduce unnecessary stress. The second step is to let go of what you don't need. This is where minimalism comes in. Take a look at your life and ask yourself, what do I truly need? What adds value to my life? What is just taking up space? This applies to your physical possessions, but also to your schedule, your relationships, and even your thoughts. Let go of things that don't serve you. For example, do you really need all those clothes in your closet? Or can you keep only the ones you actually wear? Do you really need to say yes to every social event? Or can you choose the ones that matter most? Letting go of what you don't need creates space for what truly matters. It simplifies your life and helps you focus on what's important. The third step is to practice gratitude. Stoicism teaches us to be content with what we have and to find joy in the present moment. Instead of always wanting more, we can learn to appreciate what we already have. Gratitude is a powerful tool for simplifying life because it shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have. When we're grateful, we feel more satisfied and less stressed. Take a few minutes each day to think about what you're grateful for. It could be something big like your health or your family, or something small like a good cup of coffee or a sunny day. By practicing gratitude, you train your mind to focus on the positive and let go of unnecessary desires. The fourth step is to embrace imperfection. Stoicism teaches us that life is not perfect, and that's okay. We don't need to have everything figured out or have everything go our way. Instead of chasing perfection, we can focus on doing our best and accepting what happens. Minimalism also teaches us to embrace imperfection. When we let go of the need to have everything perfect, we free ourselves from a lot of stress and pressure. For example, instead of trying to have a perfectly clean house all the time, focus on keeping it tidy enough. Instead of trying to be the perfect parent, focus on being present and loving. Embracing imperfection simplifies life because it helps us let go of unrealistic expectations. The fifth step is to live with intention. Both Stoicism and Minimalism are about living with purpose. Instead of letting life happen to you, you can take control and make intentional choices. Ask yourself, what do I want my life to be about? What are my values? What kind of person do I want to be? Then, make choices that align with your values and goals. For example, if you value health, make choices that support your well-being. If you value relationships, spend time with the people who matter most. Living with intention means saying no to things that don't align with your values and saying yes to what does. It simplifies life because it helps you focus on what truly matters. The sixth step is to slow down. In today's fast-paced world, we often feel like we need to do more, achieve more, and have more. But Stoic minimalism teaches us that less is more. When we slow down, we can enjoy life more fully. Instead of rushing through your day, take time to savor the little moments, enjoy your meals, appreciate nature, and connect with the people around you. Slowing down also helps us think more clearly and make better decisions. When we're not in a hurry, we can focus on what's important and let go of what's not. Slowing down simplifies life because it helps us live in the present moment. The seventh step is to practice self-discipline. Stoicism teaches us that self-discipline is the key to a good life. When we have control over our own actions and desires, we feel more at peace. Minimalism also requires self-discipline because it's about making intentional choices and resisting the urge to accumulate more. Self-discipline helps us stay focused on what truly matters and avoid distractions. For example, if you're trying to simplify your life, you might need to resist the urge to buy things you don't need or say yes to every request. Self-discipline is not about depriving yourself. It's about making choices that align with your values and goals. By practicing self-discipline, you simplify your life and create more freedom. The eighth step is to focus on relationships. Both Stoicism and Minimalism teach us that relationships are one of the most important things in life. Instead of focusing on material possessions or achievements, focus on the people who matter most. Spend time with your family and friends, and nurture meaningful connections. Relationships bring joy, support, and meaning to life. By focusing on relationships, you simplify life because you prioritize what truly matters. The ninth step is to let go of comparison. Stoicism teaches us that comparing ourselves to others is a waste of time and energy. Everyone's journey is different, and what matters is how we live our own lives. Minimalism also encourages us to let go of comparison because it's not about having what others have. It's about living in a way that feels right for you. When you stop comparing yourself to others, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and pressure. Instead, Focus on your own values and goals. By letting go of comparison, you simplify your life and find more peace. The 10th step is to remember that life is short. Stoicism teaches us that life is unpredictable and finite. We don't know how much time we have, so we should make the most of it. Minimalism reminds us to focus on what truly matters because our time and energy are limited. When we remember that life is short, we're more likely to focus on what's important and let go of what's not. It's a reminder to live with intention, gratitude, and purpose. By remembering that life is short, you simplify your life and make it more meaningful. Stoic minimalism is not about giving up everything or living a life of deprivation. It's about focusing on what truly matters and letting go of what doesn't. It